So, I mean, this is what I always tell people, that I want to be like the next Steven Spielberg. Like, I want to make movies in Hollywood, like full-length feature films. And that's my dream. That's my ultimate dream. I don't want any more, and I don't want any less. That's it. Currently, I'm not really there yet. I'm doing music videos, and I've only done one that's paid. I've done one commercial for the Little Shop of Hip Hop, and that turned out really good. Mm-hmm. I just need to do more work, but the thing is, I've done a lot of work. It's all just been for free, so I'm like asking myself, how much free work do I do until I can do work?
Ain't no such thing as free work. It's investment. So if you're gonna be in Hollywood directing movies, you gotta start from somewhere. But what you have to do first. You gotta start doing little shows here and there. I believe. Like me personally, I want to start a publishing company. I wanna write. I wanna write stories and then have those stories turned into movies. That's what I'm trying to do. So that is the reason why, personal note, I quit my job, right? Because 7 years of my life was wasted doing something that's not producing any good.
When you said publishing, did you mean like books? Like what kind? Like books. Explain to me what kind of like media, like what like okay. So like I talked to a friend of mine. If I make a movie, okay, and to make a movie, you gotta write a script, you gotta do a storyboard, and you gotta find the actors, the cast, the crew. You gotta do all that work. What doing, and I think is really interesting, and I want to kind of want to take the idea, but is publishing every aspect of the process. Okay. So like most people will just put out the movie. Is making a comic book series out of like the storyboard. Is gonna make music videos, and then after like a few.
So what I mean by publishing is that I want to publish the books, and not only publish the books, be the one to be in control of how the movie's made. Not necessarily the director, but part of the process for that movie, like J.K. Rowling. I want total control of the art from the start till the end. So that's what I want to start doing. I have not write anything in a long time that I find interesting. Everything that I wrote are 100 different ideas. Those ideas I could turn them into a book. That book I could talk somebody to help me do a script, trying to get it made into a movie. So that is the process in which I'm talking about. So it does not matter to me about, doesn't matter to me as far as the person that see the narrative, but also add something to that narrative. I actually appreciate that even more. So they could take the book idea, and then they could read the book first, write the script. When the script is done, whatever input that they have, I'm willing to work with them on it. So I'm not saying that I want total control, but I'm saying that I want enough control where you don't run off with the idea that I initially created.
I need an explanation to exactly, like, I still don't know what you want to make. You talk about like a podcast or like a book? Would you want to do like a, because I know me and you have talked about this, but like, would you want to do like a sitcom? And if so, would you want to be like a writer on it? Would you want to be like the director?
I want to do sitcoms. I want to be part of the writing crew and also part of the cast. I want to do movies. The same thing with the movies. I want to be part of the creative process and also the cast. I'm not skilled enough as far as I could use practice, of course, but I'm not skilled enough to direct the thing, because I will think of 100 different ways to run something before I do it. So I need somebody else to take control of that. So what I want to do is, I want to do movies about real things, real life scenarios. Everything nowadays is a remix of the old. So I want to come up with original movies, original ideas, original sitcoms. So by me doing that, to answer your question, and I'm taking a long way to do that, but to answer your question, yes, sitcoms. I want to do that, but I don't want the Will Smith or the Martin sitcoms because I'm black. I don't want the Friends sitcom. I don't want, because they've been made. Okay, I don't want, what's the other one? I don't watch them no more, but what's the other one called? That's on HBO. It's a bunch of black chicks. I forgot the name of it. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, and I do agree that like a lot of like, this day and age, it's almost like everything is just a remix. Like nothing really is original. But now that I think about it, it's so hard to be original, because they say like every story that like every movie, every new book, it's all the same thing. Like it's all been done by Shakespeare, or it's all been done in the Bible, kind of thing. Like every story we have has already kind of been portrayed. It's just about how are you gonna make it like different, because there are so many similarities in Star Wars and Harry Potter, or Harry Potter and Naruto. I mean, Harry, Ron, Hermione, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, like that, like the trio of like two guys and a girl relationship, non-sexual, is very like used often, and I think it kind of sucks, because
that's my issue. Everything's watered down now. So I have this. I'll give you a perfect example, right? I have this idea for the devil in clown suits. Okay, the idea behind that is just that it's not about the devil is the misinformation people get, right? And then once they get that information, instead of investigating that part of the information, they just rock the suit with it, and then just repeat whatever they've been told to repeat.
Dude, I had lunch with a friend, and he invited another friend, and he seemed smart. Like he knew, like, well, what I learned from him was that there is a big difference between someone who is intelligent, like problem solving, things on your feet, and someone just who knows a lot of knowledge. And that's what I got from him. He just knew a lot, because he was saying stuff that I didn't know for a fact. Like, I would have to fact check him on it. But then I know he said one thing that I knew wasn't true. It wasn't true. I'll tell you. He said, like, we get from alcohol, because alcohol can kill germs, like rubbing alcohol. He said that when you drink alcohol, because it's very similar in the way, you get stomach problems, because the alcohol you drink, it goes into your stomach and it kills the bacteria. But it's like, dude, like we're drinking beer, like under 6% alcohol, like to really kill germs you need like 70% alcohol, and it's just like, that was kind of stupid. That's stupid to say. Like, it's alcohol, it's expired sugar.
People that drink alcohol, that's part of the reason why they get all, like, again, everything done, if you do too much of anything, it's never good for you. So yeah, you may have one or two beers. One or two beers is not going to affect you.
Let's keep going.
It's not going to affect you. But if you sit there and drink 100 beers that day within an hour, of course it's going to mess up the stomach, because now there's so much alcohol. That's why sometimes people have to get the stomach pump, because there's so much alcohol in the system. The body does not know how to fight it off. So I think that's where he's coming from. I think that was his angle. But I wouldn't say rubbing alcohol. I'm not saying that people should drink rubbing alcohol, because that's stupid. But like you said, you can't compare rubbing alcohol with regular alcohol, because the content level is different. Because if you they have alcohol, for example, they have alcohol to clean walls that people drink, because they don't have no other ways or the expense to buy regular alcohol. So they'll take some of the alcohol, they'll take a cap of it. That cap they'll pour into a cup, and that one little drop of alcohol is more than any alcohol that actually is referred to as like a whiskey or beer.
I'm gonna mess up names. I'm pretty sure isopropyl alcohol is the one you clean with, and that's like 70% alcohol. And then you take like whiskey, at most 40%. And like, you know, if you have a cut, you can pour like vodka on it.
Okay.
That can help, but like, it's not the preferred thing, you know. Like, if you have a better way of doing it, you should do that. But my point is, like, he was saying all this shit like he was knowledgeable, right? And then I caught him on. I didn't say anything in the moment, but I just knew in the back of my head, like, wait, you don't know that. Like, you just. I'm not saying he made it up, but like, he's just wrong about it. And I don't know if he is right or wrong with any of the other stuff. So that kind of says, like, maybe you're not right.
That's
last thought, because it's been 10 minutes. So, no, go ahead.
Oh. I was gonna say that's why I titled what I titled, "Devil in the Clown Suits." Right, it's because a lot of times people will hear information without verifying that information. So they will see you, they think that you don't know about it, and then they will talk like they the expert, like they had the dictionary on alcohol. That's this kind of stuff that I want to work. I want to create stuff to question society thoughts. Right? So by doing that, I think that there's a room for it and there's an audience for it. You know, instead of me just creating the next book on instead of doing like a Harry Potter 2. And I was like, why am I going to do a different version of Harry Potter? Like, there's so many beasts you could kill. There's so many animals that you could make up. There's so many worlds that you create. But what about this world? What we want to do about this world is what I want to write about. Is what I want to create. I want to look at everybody for who they are, what they are about, and then create, whether it be a sitcom about different parts of society, or create this movie about this one idea, this one guy, this one thought, and how you move within the world and how the world affect him or impact his lifestyle. Because a lot of times people make decisions not because they want to do it, because that, you know, that's the world that they live in, so they have to fit into to be it.
Let's stop there.